Richie B, the party master, on Up and Go.
It's day number 11 in the month of February 2022. We say good morning to you and welcome. This is Up and Go here on the Bridge 99 FM to the world. And ladies and gentlemen, in case you're kind of confused and wondering what day it is, let's all tell them.
It's Friday!
Oh my, I've got a very energetic team in the building. Good morning. Guys, how you doing?
I'm good. What's up, Bridge Nation? You know, it's your boy Shellz. Hope you're good.
Wagwan. Happy Friday. It's your girl, Queen JoJo.
Oh, and who that?
Yeah, alive and kicking.
All right. And you're there from early. Like you ought to stay till late. Hey, have you ever considered what his paycheck looks like at the end of the month? When I grow up, I want to be like him.
Yeah, I remember he spoke about his wallet yesterday.
What's on for this morning? Who wants to start this off?
Okay, so coming up on the show for this morning, we have our Let's Talk Backs with Dr. Melody Ennis, the Director of Family Health Services in the Ministry of Health and Wellness, and she'll be discussing the booster doses that are available now.
Okay, all right. Looking forward to that. 8 o'clock, right?
Yes, 8 a.m.
Morning, Doc.
And Bridge Nation, you know, at 8:30 we'll have News 360. But here's the one I'm looking forward to, Richie. At 9, Jamaican recording artist G-whizz stops by to talk about his upcoming album, Just Winning.
G-whizz?
G-whizz will be here.
Yeah, we don't have to wait for Christmas to say G-whizz. All right, but there's another artist I'm seeing that we're going to be talking with, Morgan Heritage.
The band, the legendary band, man.
What you call that, real reggae royalty.
Reggae
royalty. And they have a new project. Have you heard it yet? I think Jashi and I-Octane and they have a song
people,
that we actually have that song to play later on this morning. So they'll be with us in the Global Connection with Irie Jam Radio. The usual features are back, right? Our update is coming up at 7:30.
Right, so update is at 7:30. We have a new feature which
it's gonna be called Pause. You see, I have a pause. Pause for a cause.
He got into character.
Yes, I had to get into character. Yeah,
right,
Pause for a cause is coming up.
Yes.
Pause for a cause.
And we have
Give us a hint, Shellz. Come on.
All right.
Just a hint.
I always like keeping the Bridge Nation interested, but in suspense. But yes, Pause for a cause is just our way of highlighting various initiatives across the island, initiatives that are ensuring that Jamaica will be a better place.
Oh, sounds good. Right now, what time is it?
Time for WTF, and that is
25 minutes after the hour of 7 o'clock. What the fact?
Yes, sir.
Yo, the man left me in this, the tricky part of the thing. I had to either sink or swim.
Yep.
Thankfully, this time I swam.
Pro, Richie.
All right, so here it is now, Shellz. Bats sing love songs, they say. And I want to start it off. Humans aren't the only creatures who sing to our sweeties. Lots of animals do so as well. In one notable 2009 study published in the journal PLOS One, researchers in Texas found, listen this, that Brazilian free-tailed bats have distinguishable syllables and phrases that they use as love songs to attract their suitors.
Well, it gets even more interesting, Bridge Nation. The sounds are made in a specific arranged pattern to form a song, and there are actually organized sequences within each phrase. They are made to attract and lure nearby females, lead researcher Kirsten Bond said in a statement. So yeah, it is a real thing.
Hold on. Hey, it
is a real thing.
You having about love songs over there, Audley?
Richie, all I'm saying is, I hope the bats use protection because COVID is a real thing.
Well, as a matter of fact, as you talk about COVID, you can't tell me that they're blaming bats for COVID when bats sing love songs.
There it is.
But then again, these are Brazilian bats we're talking about. They didn't say anything about the Chinese bats now, did they?
We never know.
That is where the researchers ought to be focused.
Yep.
Did those bats in China sing love songs or deliver COVID to the world? That is what we want to know. What the fact? WTF?
What's the fact?
Every weekday morning at 7:25. Time now for update, ladies and gentlemen. Updates on important stories on various topics of interest to our listeners here in Jamaica and around the world. All right, shall we allow the lady to go first?
Of course.
Thank you
Queen
so
Jojo,
much.
step forward.
All
What you got?
right, so morning again, guys. So there's no Reggae Valentine for Dexter Daps. I'm very much disappointed. After weeks of promotion, a Reggae Valentine, the concert which would have been headlined by dancehall star Dexter Dapp in the Bahamas tomorrow, was denied approval by the country's Ministry of Health. So that's not happening anymore. They put out a statement saying a Reggae Valentine's concert featuring Dexter Dapp that was scheduled for the weekend in Nassau and Freeport has been denied approval. So that Love Fest not going to happen anymore. I know the women.
He still has his
disappointed.
Valentine, though. It's not like it doesn't affect his own Valentine.
No, it doesn't.
Okay,
But it
the
affects the
reggae
women in
Valentine.
Bahamas.
And you know how Dexter behaves when
Yes.
Yeah, man.
90% of his audience, chances are, would have been
child.
women.
So you go.
Oh, sorry about that, Dexter. But hold on to the deposit because you might have to give them another date sometime in the near future. What you got, Shellz?
Well, sticking with entertainment, Ding Dong urges the government to free up dancehall and explains why artists sing badman songs. Yeah. So the topic he was talking about is how influential is dancehall and are the positive influences enough to force the government of Jamaica to grant the reopening of the entertainment sector. Ding Dong commented on dancehall taking the hit for the spread of the virus and a spike in the crime rate, which saw well over 100 murders within January. He said, and I quote, "When the can't say dancehall create the violence in Jamaica, when if we stop use dancehall as a scapegoat now," were his instructions to the powers that be.
Interesting thought process is going
Yeah.
through his head. Bad man forward, a bad man pull up. Let's see what happens with that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely.
Ding dong, big ups, and Kingston 3 crew, big respects every time. I have one also, going further afield now. There's an artist that came to Jamaica and performed on Shaggy and Friends. Subsequent to that, he actually did a collaborative album with Shaggy, and we're talking about Sting. Well, he's in the news because he has become the latest elder rocker to cash in on his songwriting catalog. As this morning, we can report that a few moments ago, it was announced that Universal Music has paid Sting a whopping, you ready? $300 million US dollars for his catalog. You heard? So this follows on people like Bruce Springsteen, who cashed in on his catalog, reportedly for an estimated $550 million US dollars. And you remember David Bowie's estate also received somewhere in the region of $250 million. So these artists are cashing in. You know, my natural question is going to be, which Jamaican artist will be the first to do likewise?
It's a no-brainer.
You think Shaggy might be considering that right now?
I know the Marley's not giving up nothing.
Oh,
You know that.
You know that, son.
No. The price tag for that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's
There's not
true.
enough
Yeah.
money for
Nobody
that.
will. I think might have been Rohan. Rohan is the one who had the children with Lauryn Hill.
Yes,
right?
it's
yes.
right.
I think he actually said that offers were made in the early stages after his father's passing,
Yeah.
but he took the time and went and studied the business.
Smart.
And realized that it made no sense whatsoever. So as it is now, Sting with songs like Roxanne and Every Breath You Take, Message in a Bottle and so on, all of these big songs are now going to be owned by Universal Music Group, having paid him $300 million. We have a feature right now called Proverb of the Day. And I want to hear what that proverb is in Jamaican patois. And then Shellz will give the translation. And I will provide the explanation. Are we ready?
Yes, sir.
Proverb of the Day. Let's hear it.
Trouble there bush and Nancy Kai come a yard.
Trouble there bush and Nancy Kai come a yard.
All right. I know people want to know the translation for that. So the translation is, there is trouble in the business and Anansi takes it home.
That him do?
Yes, sir.
All right, so here's the explanation. Anansi, the folk hero of West African origin, is never satisfied with leaving things in their proper place. He sometimes takes home the spoils of his foraging, many times to the unhappiness of his family. What does not concern us, we should leave strictly alone.
Message.
I wonder if I'm hear it.
Received.
Yeah, so I would go again, Jody.
Trouble there bush and Nancy can't come a yard.
That's a neat one. Okay, that's a Jamaican proverb for you this morning. It's now time for us to go to another feature, which we kind of doubled them up at this time. Pet Peeve is now on, and let's hear what's going on this morning.
Pet peeves are things, as you should know by now, that others do that you may find annoying, irritating, or even upsetting. So today's pet peeve comes from Taximan Jr.
Let's hear it.
All right, you know, like when somebody call you and you tell them, say, all right, you're forward. And it's like every minute you just a call on your phone, call on your phone, it's a call. It annoying, really annoying.
Yes. Yes, Junior. A true.
Me like go and pause, and him just go, it annoying. Hey, it sound like just to tell the story upsets Junior too.
May I tell you, I was in the taxi with him and he was like, yo, that's the most annoying thing ever. So big up yourself, Junior.
I agree.
I feel like men are most annoyed by the whole calling thing.
And women are the one doing the calling.
You know what?
Yes.
Whatever. Anyway, that was our pet peeve for this morning.
Let's talk vax, ladies and gentlemen, and we're going to get a lot of information from our usual guest, Dr. Melody Ennis, who is the Director of Family Health Services in the Ministry of Health and Wellness. This morning, the focus in this segment, a sponsored segment by the Ministry of Health and Wellness, is going to be on booster shots. And so, the Ministry of Health and Wellness has advised the public that effective Monday, the 7th of February 2022, all eligible members of the public will be provided booster doses of the AstraZeneca COVID-19 vaccine. Dr. Ennis is here to tell us more of the available booster shots. Good morning, Doc.
Hi, morning. How are you?
We are doing well in the studio. Shellz is here with me as well.
Good morning,
Hi,
Doctor.
morning.
Hi, morning. Good morning, Dr. Ennis.
All right, so it's a Friday and we have our usual connect at this time. Happy to have you on once again, Dr. Ennis.
Thank you so much.
Let me get right to it. Now that the boosters are available, my first question to you is, who is eligible for the booster shots?
Well, remember now, boosters were always available. We have just added AstraZeneca to the mix. So it is all persons who are over the age of 18 who would have received their second shot of AstraZeneca 6 or more months ago, their second shot of Pfizer 6 or more months ago, their one and only shot of Johnson & Johnson 2 or more months ago are eligible for booster shots. And we were offering Johnson & Johnson and Pfizer as a booster dose. And since Monday, we have added AstraZeneca as a booster dose.
Is it an absolute no-no for someone to get the booster, say, 4 months after they've gotten their second dose of their vaccine?
It is not what is recommended. Okay. So the booster shot really is a reminder when there has been waning or lessening of the protection that one gets.
Okay.
That's what it really is for. And the science is saying that it is 6 or more months after your second shot that this is required.
And now, when the situation arises where someone would have gotten vaccinated with the Johnson & Johnson vaccine, let me ask you now, what booster shot should they receive?
So for Johnson & Johnson, if you got your shot 2 or more months ago, you are eligible for a Johnson & Johnson booster. And we give Johnson & Johnson booster only between 2 months and 6 months. After 6 months have passed, you have the option to take Johnson & Johnson or to take Pfizer as your booster.
Dr. Ennis, is it okay to mix vaccine shots?
So when we speak to mixing, which is what we have started as well last Monday, it is speaking to mixing the primary series. So normally we would give you your first shot of AstraZeneca and your second shot would be AstraZeneca as well. The very same with Pfizer. The science is showing that if you give one shot of, say, AstraZeneca and another shot of Pfizer, or a Moderna and a AstraZeneca or Pfizer, then the effect of the vaccine, that immune response that you get, is actually pretty good. And therefore, that is an option for persons at this time.
Okay. Would you say that these booster shots are widely available? Like, where could people go to get their booster shots, Doc?
Everywhere. At all of our vaccination sites that offer the primary series, booster shots are offered at all of those sites as well.
And when people are going to get their booster shots, what do they need to take with them?
So, as is customary, you need to take your government-issued identification card. If you don't have that, you take a letter from a justice of the peace. And that's pretty much it. You can walk with your card. You're going to get another card, which is the booster card. But if you walk with your card, it may make it easier for us to locate you on the system and speed through your interface with us.
Okay. And it's not a long process, is it?
No, it's not. On a good day, you can get in and out within an hour and a half. On a bad day, you may spend 3 hours with us.
Okay. I know someone who got through yesterday in 15 or 20 minutes, actually.
Nice.
Or maybe a little bit more.
I didn't want to say that because I was wondering if you would take me to task. But it can happen in a short time.
Yes. All right. Before you go, we like to always get an update as to how things were over the past several days or the past weekend. Anything you can share with us this morning?
So over the past week, we didn't do too badly. I am a bit concerned about the number of first doses we're giving. So we administered 12,662 doses since the last time we spoke. But we are noticing that the majority of the doses are second doses. And for that, we're happy because persons are only fully protected after they have received their second dose. But there is not as many persons coming out for their first dose. And I think that is where we need to do some encouragement that, yes, we are practicing our infection prevention and control measures, but the best thing to take us out of this pandemic is really the vaccine. And as we move steadily to opening up our country, then the vaccine is the way to go.
Dr. Ennis, as we approach the weekend, do you have any words of encouragement, for the nation?
So, as we have been doing over several months, we are opening some of our sites, our fixed sites, and we will be on the road. So we are encouraging persons, as you go along your business, just walk with your ID. So if you are in an area where we are, just come across and get your vaccine. It will take a very short time. You just put on your market bag and we give you your vaccine. We observe you for a bit and you're good to go. Just walk with your ID and you'll be okay.
Dr. Ennis, it's always a pleasure. Thank you so much for being a part of the program this morning. And you have yourself a wonderful weekend also.
Thank you so very much. All the very best to you and your listeners.
Much appreciated. Dr. Melody Ennis, ladies and gentlemen, the Director of Family Health Services in the Ministry of Health and Wellness this morning, joining us for Let's Talk Vax. Yeah.
Bridge Nation, this is definitely a cause we should all pause for. I'm going to be highlighting Mr. Ricardo, Mr. Volunteer Burke. His friends, everybody close to him, call him Mr. Volunteer, and his Youths for Change initiative. Now, Bridge Nation, as we know, with face-to-face learning resuming in our schools, a lot of good has come from it, of course. However, there are some families that are still struggling to send their children to school, especially during the ongoing pandemic. Sad to say, but a common struggle many school children face is going to school hungry. This is where Youths for Change has stepped in to ensure that underserved people, especially young people, are able to have equal opportunities. This non-governmental organization is headed by, as I said, Mr. Ricardo Burke, aka Mr. Volunteer, and operates in Gregory Park, St. Catherine, Big Up G Park, and also Dalvey in St. Thomas. Ricardo and his foundation won the 2019 Prime Minister Youth Award for Youth Development. That is very, very important to note, Bridge Nation. Reason why I'm highlighting this initiative is because yesterday Ricardo reached out to me and let me know that his breakfast program is in need of some items. As I said, we all know back to school is happening and children are coming in, expressing their needs and their concerns. And I want you guys to understand that this foundation's breakfast program started back in 2016 and provides free breakfast for more than 20 children on weekdays, and provides also free computer and internet access for students, doing homework, and also host a spelling competition at the Gregory Park Primary School. So if you wish to contact Mr. Volunteer himself, Ricardo Burke, you can do so at 876-294-8252. That's 876-294-8252. And you can also follow the Youths for Change page at Youths for Change on Instagram. That is YUTES4 change. So yeah, it's a brilliant initiative, Richie.
Brilliant initiative.
And he was also a guest on Up and Go, a guest on my show, and also the crossover. So he's well known to the Bridge. And we
Mr.
wish him
Volunteer is what they call him.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay, so that's the guy that was.
Yes, last during Christmas, and yes, very, very, very good initiative.
For a moment I was like, when?
Yeah.
We actually, that's the one we made a contribution to.
Yes.
Right? Yeah, oddly remember. We made a contribution to him while he was here.
Had on Santa hats and things.
Yeah, man. He's doing a lot of good stuff, and we have to applaud him.
Definitely.
Applaud him.
So the breakfast program needs help, people. So just reach out. It's Youths for Change.
All right. And we're going to rise for a moment because I'm trying to bring back some memories of a show that we saw in Florida where this gentleman who is in the studio with us, a performing artist, a recording artist, a musician, wrecked a show with about 35,000 people. Had me as a broadcaster from Jamaica waiting for close to half an hour to get to him because of all the excitement that he had created, and every member of the media wanted an interview. Let's rise and welcome G-whizz. Do you remember as well as I do Best of the Best show that I was talking about a while ago?
Man. Best of the Best was major, man. I remember like yesterday, you know what I mean? You don't know, they called me up, in the daytime, but the place was packed. Right. And I went up and I just did what I had to do, man. The song was big and the people sing along, and was glad to see Richie be in the building. And you know what I mean? So you have to wait a little bit, but you don't know.
you had no control over that.
Yeah.
We had to beat our security in the Shellz to get to it. But is it one of those songs, G-whizz, that you would have known from the get-go, from the recording of the song, that you had a hit on your hands?
Yeah, you don't know. My pressure TJ so much for voice me. Back in ideas, I said, TJ, record me now, bro. Yo, put me on the rhythm now. You always I say, next rhythm. So when he called me today and say, yo, me have the rhythm for you, I fastest me ever reach our studio, man. We shot to the studio and collect the rhythm, man. Just let it vibe it. And I know, say, me have to do something great on the rhythm, you know what I mean? Yeah. Because I'm telling me, say, Vibe Cartel on the rhythm, Black Rhino is on the rhythm. Bugle was the last one to voice, so me did have to go hard.
You had to go hard, and that is exactly what you did.
Yes,
how far would you say that hit took you in terms of your career?
Very far, man. As far as Jamaica to Japan, you know what I mean? Yeah. The furthest I've went, and England, a lot of states in the US, a lot of Caribbean islands. Crazy place, man.
International fame came with that hit.
Definitely.
Big time.
Yeah.
We give thanks. G-whizz, you just mentioned how hard you have to work for you to get TJ. Yeah. For make sure say you dip on the rhythm there.
Right.
Tell us, any other challenges you had to face in the music industry, in the music business?
Yeah, before that, we've been grinding, we've been hitting the street, man. I big up Sharon Brett because she, as a young artist, she put me on a lot of shows like Fully Loaded, the B-Mobile School Tour at the time. To kind of, and those shows help to groom me as a performer and thing. So all heap of struggles, man, before we get the big song, man.
Yeah. You have not, well, for a while we weren't hearing a whole lot of new material from G-whizz. What was going on during that period of time, really?
You know, so we always been doing it because the world big. So sometimes when people not here from we in Jamaica, we're out there. So the last show before the pandemic that I did was in Germany, the big Reggae Jam Festival, about 40,000 people. You know what I mean? So we've been out there doing the little shows here and there, and we've been recording. But you don't know how it is when you're not really in the spotlight much. People think, you know what I mean? You're not working.
But you are, in fact, working.
Yeah, we're still working.
You have come to realize and accept the fact that Jamaica is just one market.
Right.
In a world that has so many different markets.
Right.
Because you also released an album in Japan, which was specific for that region.
Right. Yeah, so that album was exclusive to Japan because at the time I had a song going on over there that was doing well. And a Japan company, a record company, reached out to me, wanted to do an album. So I recorded 2 more songs for them. And the song, it over there, song named Uja Bless, is a mega song over there. Wow. When it comes to dub plate, and Life is my biggest song. But when it come to dub plate, Life is right here, and Uja Bless is about right here.
Oh,
yeah,
really?
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so we sing that song, they tell me week, Richie. You see me, I say, so it's a very big song in Japan, and people don't know it in Jamaica. So the world is like that. You have to just do big music, and you know what I mean? You catch on over there.
Where are you at now in terms of your spiritual journey?
Yeah, I've definitely grown. You don't know, I got 2 sons, so you don't know that calm me in many ways. It changed my perspective in life in many ways, you know what I mean? I'm just kind of easy go. Me not kill up myself about the music like one time again. You know what I mean? Me have a more
mature, it seems.
And a more clear direction of where I want to take the career. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Speaking of that clear direction, is that something we can expect from the new album, Just Winning? You know, explain to us the kind of style we can expect.
Yeah, man. So definitely, as Richie said, we make sure to put world-sounding songs on this album. That it not stop out of airport or down you see me I say? World-sounding songs, Richie. So we have familiar-sounding songs on the rhythm. That's why the first single, She Violate, is a kind of Afrobeat-sounding songs, you know what I mean? And then longevity songs, on the album,
What about collaborations? Tell us about some of those collabs on the album.
The collab, the collab there, Richie. All right, this album has been done in the spiritual world for a long time. So that means I have it mentally done in my head long time. So when we get the opportunity to bring it to the physical, give thanks for Almighty always play some good people in my life where willing to invest in the career and make things happen. So we get the opportunity now to bring the album to the physical. So everything happened so fast, you know what I mean? The song got recorded so fast. When we reach out to the artists for collabs, everybody just said yes and just did the songs and everything. So we have the great Jessie Royal, Grammy nominated Jessie Royal on the album. We have one of the greatest female vocalists in Jamaica, Ikea, on the album, right? We have some Marley blood on the album.
Yes, sir.
Tell us about
Marley blood. So you don't know that Jojo Marley on the album. So who are the king of dancehall now?
That is up for debate.
Who is the king of dancehall in Jamaica? We have the king of dancehall.
How many kings do we have?
We have the king of dancehall on the album, sir. So I'll leave it for the people that forget that. Yeah.
But these are some big collaborations then, man.
Yeah, man, and we give thanks for everybody who lend their voice to the album.
You did an album launch. How did that go, and what is the reaction that you're getting, the feedback you're getting so far for this album?
Yeah, man, it was on my birthday, January 28th. Yes, so we did the album launch, you know. The media turned out, some friends and family turned out, and that's all we needed, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everybody sitting, listen to the songs, them, enjoy the songs, we eat some food, we drink some liquor. And we enjoy ourselves.
What a vibe.
What a vibe. Yeah.
So it's now out, Just Winning, from G-whizz on all platforms? Where can people get
Soon
it?
out, February 18th.
Okay.
But people can pre-order right now. Yeah, man.
Where?
Everywhere we find music.
platforms.
Last time I checked on Amazon, it's number 7. You know what I mean?
thanks.
So me see Massacre
Give thanks.
at number 6 and G-whizz just waiting number 7. So we step it up. You know
That's
what I
a
mean?
good look. That's
Yeah,
a
man.
good, that's a
Yeah,
very
man.
good
Give
look.
thanks,
That's
man.
the Amazon, you know, man, the biggest online store in our world.
yeah.
So it's a good look.
You're going to buck up on some Marley, but work through that situation when you get there.
Well, I already see them up there, man. You know what I mean? I don't know, I can't move them, but you know, I'm all right beside them, you know?
What would you say to the listeners right now in terms of why they ought to make sure that they have this album in their collection?
Right, it's such a great body of work, man. And then for the album, just like how our moods change and the season change, You know, that's how the album can change with their moods and the season. So we have some great songs on the album, man. You know what you know, G-whizz, for its inspirational songs. You're gonna find that. You're gonna find some nice, authentic reggae music on the album. You know what I mean? And some authentic dancehall. We have Suku on the album that produced a track. You don't know when the man build rhythm and go dancehall.
Yeah.
It's crazy. So yeah, man, it's a nice variety of song.
Sounds good. It really is a good vibe.
I'm looking forward to it, Richie.
Yeah, man, definitely. Just winning. Well, we hope that this will be a big winner for you,
Yeah,
G-whizz.
yeah,
Like,
just
from
winning.
all indications, it looks like it's going to be just that.
Yeah.
G-whizz, the fans them ready now, you know.
Yeah.
Even newcomers want to know what to expect from you.
Yeah.
Where can our listeners find
Yeah,
you?
man, so all across the board at social media, it's G-whizz Music. That's GWHIZZ Music, you know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
MUSIC, yeah.
Give
so we're
thanks.
out there.
Thanks for dropping by, G-whizz. Pleasure and good luck with this project.
Definitely,
just
Richie.
winning.
Good seeing you and have a good time in Dubai, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I enjoyed that, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you did too. That was, of course, a chat with G-whizz. Thank God we didn't have to wait until Christmas to say G-whizz.
Man.
Time for us to go inside of the Secret Sound game. And we've got callers lining up. 876, what's the number, Shellz?
876-676-4996.
And let's get them the sound first of all. Audley, what's the sound? That is the secret sound that you must identify when you call us. Give us a call right now. Let's take our first caller. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hi, morning, and welcome. How are you?
I am good.
Okay, who is calling?
This is Thirdis.
Who is it?
Thirdis.
Curdy?
Thirdis. Thirdis.
All right,
30th.
30th. Cool. Nice having you on the program.
You. 30th,
Yes,
can
sir?
you wish to hear the sound again, or you have your answer ready?
I have my answer ready.
All right, I love the confidence. Let's hear it.
I'm sure it's a mongoose.
Mongoose.
She says it's a mongoose.
We are checking.
She says it's a mongoose.
Richie, is she correct?
No, you're not correct at all. With all
Really?
with all that confidence, your answer is wrong, 30th. Sorry about that.
I'll try again. Don't
Try
worry.
again,
Right,
please
we
do.
like that.
All right.
All right. Remember, calls are coming in fast and furious.
Oh, I like that.
You know we have to wait to control it.
Yeah, because she's the one with the answer. I don't want Bridge Nation feel like me and Richie know the answer. We don't.
We don't know the answer.
No clue.
So if Jody gets distracted in this this segment, we're going to be over here like, what do we do? There's always a thing named play it again. Let's take another call right now. Good morning. You're on the air. This is Bridge 99 FM. Welcome to the Secret Sound game. Good morning.
Yes, good morning. I'm Donovan from Uppercut.
Hey, what's up, Donovan?
Greetings, Donovan.
Yes, man, I'm here, man.
Big up yourself, Donovan.
Yeah, man, hardly.
Hardly there, you know.
Well,
Big up Shark Boss.
yes, man. I would like to hear the sound again, man.
Yeah, man, no problem, bro. Listen. So Donovan, aka Short Boss, you've heard the sound. Did you hear it clearly?
Yeah, man, I heard it clearly.
What do you think that sound is, bro?
Sound like a shock, car shock.
Car shocks?
Yeah.
What?
Oddly. Our brethren said something like a car shocks.
Donovan is thinking, but yeah.
Yeah, that is not the answer, bro. Sorry about that, Donovan. Think about it some more and call us again, all right?
Okay, sir.
All right, have a good day from all of us. Great hearing from you. Gonna take one more call. The calls are coming in fast and furious. 876-676-4996. It's a huge gift package. It can serve yourself, your family, and if you want to extend it, you can also share it with members of your community. So let's go in one more time and see who's on. Good morning.
Morning.
Morning. Oh, this is the great Cunis. Cunis, what's up? How is St. Best this morning?
St. Best is all right.
All right. We want you to be all right by winning this prize, Cunis. What is your answer this morning?
I think it is a tree being cut, falling in the forest.
A tree being cut and falling in the forest.
Wow.
Is that the answer, Cunis? No, it's not correct. It's not correct, Cunis. Sorry about that. You don't want to be calling and have Shellz going. Fix up the answer so you don't get that the next time around. That's all the time that we have right now. Shellz, it's beating them bad, you know.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like what's happening.
I don't know
Package
what's going to happen
soon.
Let's see what happens. All right, that
Yes,
was,
sir.
of course, our Secret Sound game. Thanks to all those who participated. We close out with a reminder of what the sound is that you must work through the weekend and try to come back at us on Monday with the correct answer. Here is the sound. That is our Secret Sound, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, DJ Roy.
Morning. Holla, holla.
How you doing, sir?
Wagwan styles. Man, listen, I'm getting ready for a 90s party this weekend, okay?
Wow.
It's an 80s, 90s party, and it features also for the ladies Tony Curtis in concert. So I'm kind of excited. So I'm in like a 90s vibes right now, yeah. I mean, to hear the belly house rhythm.
Wow.
I just don't play Snow, and I just don't play some Nadine Sullivan. Listen, I am ready for this 90s party.
Yo, that sounds all hype, bro. hey, listen, DJ Roy, we were just talking about the attention that the Jamaica's bobsleigh team is getting on mainstream media in the United States. These guys are real stars.
Indeed, as a matter of fact, I was watching something on TV yesterday.
Yeah.
And they had the gentleman that was in the movie, the bobsled movie.
Yeah.
And they also had one of
Cool
the
Runnings.
Jamaican bobsled. Yeah, they had one of the Jamaicans that was actually now on the team on TV yesterday.
Yeah.
So,
Wow.
yeah, the vibes, the energy up.
So we ain't lying, because the idea that we're picking up is that never before has Jamaica been getting this level of attention, positive attention from mainstream media as they're getting right now. And so we want the world to know that our bobsleigh team are bringing some good energy for our country over there at the Winter Olympics.
Indeed. And again, making us proud. We Jamaicans, I mean, if I boss, we boss.
I think in their instance, though, everybody's in awe at the fact that we're from a bright, sunshiny, tropical island, and they want to know how the hell did Jamaica get involved in bobsleigh where you need snow.
I know if an egg we in at the rain.
So we're going to be having a very special guest in this segment, right, DJ Roy? And I think it's some members of the real royalty in reggae, one of the families of great royalty. And Morgan Heritage actually will be joining us in a second now. Do we have them?
I see Mojo. I don't see Peter yet, but let's say welcome. Mojo.
Wagwan.
You're live in Jamaica on Bridge 99. Richie B in the building. Richie, say hi to Mojo.
What's up, Mojo?
The legend himself, my Wagwan Godfather.
Everything Chris, my brethren. Shellz is also here, man.
Greetings.
Good morning. How is everyone?
We're good. We're giving thanks. You know it go.
And let me just say, when we talk about Morgan Heritage, and like Richie said, reggae royalty, and they've continued the name and the heritage. Congratulations on, all your accolades. Of course, 3-time Grammy recipients, and I have to hail them from Bushwick, because Bushwick is I think where it started for them, and just great to see the team. Now it's been 2 years since we've had a song from the team. Talk to us about it.
It's crazy, man. I mean, it's this 2 years has been something that we would hear about in history. So to be a part of it at this point is truly a blessing in so many different ways. Personally, we got a chance to be with our kids in ways we haven't been able to do in the history of our musical career. So being home is, we're all grateful for that. But as Gramps would say, it's time to get back to our day job. So here we are with new music, featuring the youths, bridging the gap with the generations, and just letting people know that we see what's going on, because sometimes the people that don't have a voice, they feel undervalued. and sometimes the people that could have a more positive impact on society is suppressed. So we have to do our part. Sometimes it's not gonna be. You can't watch the rain at the market, right? You have to make sure say you do your part.
Mm-hmm. We're going to be talking some more about the new track and who are the featured artists on it, Mojo. But I want the listeners to understand, because every time that, say, Gramps Morgan puts out a product, a single, or even an album, as he's Grammy nominated this year, people start spreading all kinds of rumors the group has broken up. But what I like about what this family does is that, in addition to continue working as a group, you also allow each other space to explore and to do different things. Isn't that the formula?
That is it, because individually we have something that makes us a great collective, if that makes sense. You know, when you take a corporation, you have the president, you have the CEO, you have even the man at the mailroom that are a major contributing factor that makes the company whole. So when you see our individual efforts, we just need people to understand that that's a component that makes Morgan Heritage who we are.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Thanks. I have a quick question for Mojo. Mojo, Shellz here. As a young fan of reggae, it's an honor to see how, you know, you and your family just maintain that status, you know, and represent the culture very well throughout the years. I just want to know, what are some of the challenges you think, you know, reggae bands or reggae groups face overall?
Give thanks. I think some of the challenges we face as reggae artists is longevity. If that makes sense.
Yeah, man.
So when you check it, right, the longevity that we need to have is based on consistency. It's not about quantity, it's more about quality. And I think when you look at the career of Abuja Bantan, who released a new single every week for a whole year to launch his career, he realized quickly after he dropped his first album, Voice of Jamaica, that it wasn't about quantity. It was about quality, because sometimes you have tune or kill tune, and what's the point in that? How do you grow your career if people don't get a chance to digest exactly what you're presenting to them? So, you know, I think that's a great challenge for us as reggae artists in a rhythm-driven society. And if we could just be a little more patient with the process, because we come from nothing, right? We are all our most successful Jamaican artists are ghetto youth. We're born in the slums of Brooklyn. Right. So we're grateful to have a foundation to build on, but that doesn't mean it was easy. Give thanks to our father, Denry Morgan, large up anyway there. But that didn't make it, we didn't get a pass. When you look at the Marleys, Ziggy, Stephen, Julian, Damian, Kimani, Melody Makers Original, they didn't get a pass. They had to do their work. There's a lot of second generation kids, Bob Dylan's son, John Lennon's son, Rolling Stones picnic. We can go right down the line. You don't get a pass just because your parent did their job. You have a foundation to build on. So the rest of the house have to continue to build. So that being said, I think we just need to be more patient as artists and trust the process.
Preach. You know, it's funny you said that about songs killing songs. I put together a playlist for Spotify, a Valentine's playlist with Lovers Rock Reggae. And your songs, She's Still Loving Me, made my top 20 Lovers Rock playlist. And how many years ago did you do that song? How many years ago?
That song was done 2003. That's our 20, almost 19 years ago. Yeah, 19 years ago.
And
Gramps has joined us.
Yeah, Gramps.
Morning, Gramps.
Good morning. Good morning.
Grammy nominee.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Welcome, Gramps, and Mojo is already here. And, you know,
yes.
I am going to ask Gramps this one as he has joined us. You know, there is something that keeps you all together. And I would like you to describe or to state what is the glue that keeps you all together, even although you sometimes drift and do your own individual projects. What is that glue, Gramps?
That glue is love, man. That glue is love, you know? And the purity and the innocency of our childhood. For some reason, we've been blessed to maintain that, because I believe that the innocency of just us growing up is what the key to what keeps us going today. And it's funny that you said that, because, you know, there's times in me and Mojo have our moments, so we just speak heart to heart and what we're going through as fathers, because I think the pressure that is on the black man as dads, nobody, up to last night, me and him was talking about it, that shoulder to lean on. We don't have a shoulder to lean on, because the woman I look to lean by your shoulder, the children, and sometimes we want a voice to say, boy, it's not easy, you know. Me I try to pay them bills, you know. I have to pay a school fee. Sometimes we carry so much, and I think it's time that the universe recognizes, and we as a people, that, hey, it's okay to cry sometimes. So it's that innocency that we keep within each other, and the thing that our parents put inside of us to say, never let the sun go down and you guys ever in a kind of argument. And it hardly happens, but it's that simple thing that keeps us together, and is love.
Let's go to present day. Latest project. I hear a lot of talk. A lot of anticipation is out there. Messages were sent left, right. I was reaching out to Gramps and Mojo for days. When am I getting the song?
you know what, Richie?
Yeah.
What's funny? I saw a post that Mojo and Peter did for my brethren up in England, Shawnee B.
Yes.
Saying that it will be world premiered on Shawnee B's One Extra at 9 o'clock. Because of the respect I have for Morgan Heritage and Shawnee B, I already had the song. So, and I come on before Shawnee B.
Yes.
So I waited until Shawnee B played the song, because I'm on at 3 o'clock. That's and I'm 5 hours ahead of England. So I waited and let Shawnee B play it, and then I played it in my last hour of my program. That is the respect that I have for Morgan Heritage. Because we have contacts, Richie.
You know how hard that is? Now, Roy, you know how hard that is for somebody that we grew up with, because we knew you probably 10 years before we even met Shawnee, right?
Years.
Yeah. I met Gramps with an afro. Gramps didn't have dreadlocks. When Gramps walked into my studio first time, he had an afro, Richie B, an afro.
That must be a long time ago, son.
What we're talking about are the facts here, right? And Richie, you know how far we are go about the same thing.
Oh,
from
yeah.
the late 90s.
Oh, yeah.
So the whole thing is that respect, there's not enough of it in our industry.
Yeah.
Because that shows that you're a professional that understands what the mission is. You understand what I'm saying? That okay, these guys are trying to present this thing in a certain way, and I'm gonna allow them to do what they're doing. But it doesn't mean that, oh, them a disrespect me, or you didn't take no offense to it. You just understood that, okay, this was the mission at hand for this particular project.
Yes. Absolutely. Yes. And interestingly enough, you made it a little easier yourself and Gramps, because every time I made the request, you always sent back your responses with a smiley face. Like, hold on, Richie, hold on.
Because I'm family. Family, you know?
Absolutely. Talk to us about headline for front page.
Yeah, this song is truly, I'm so proud of Mojo, you know, because, you know, in the past 2 years, during this pandemic, every artist we didn't know which direction we was going. Morgan Heritage, like I told in even my interviews behind my solo project, we had 5 months of tours set up. Mojo line up everything with the agents, and we're like ready to go. And then boom, all tours shut down, and you know, we're all looking at each other like, what are we gonna do? And say, man, I'm gonna have some ice cream with my daughter. You know, and just utilize this time to enjoy being a parent and taking the kids to school, and, you know, lay in bed till 12 o'clock, because we've always been some of the hardest workers in the business. But this song, like I always tell people, I said, I'll be back to my day job soon. And Mojo was driving his kid to school, and in son, he said he asked his son to play some of his favorite songs, and this was one of the songs he pulled up, which was it wasn't a Down by the River mega hit. It wasn't a, you know, and off of that, Mojo jumped in the studio and just cooked this up and sent it to us, and I was like, yo. And then Mojo started brainstorming with Johnny Wonder, and we started seeing and reflecting and seeing what's going on with the reggae dancehall fraternity. And there's a lot of talent. Jamaica don't lack talent of artists, but we lack mentorship and guidance. And that is what Morgan Heritage, we always did that. You know, hence you see records with Jack Hure and Warrior King. Every time after East West January, man, we would go to Mixing Lab and just give any artist a chance to come and record with Morgan Heritage family. Hence you got Rastaman chant, whoa, whoa, and Jaja City, Jaja Town, you happy?
Yeah.
That's off of mentorship. So this record, Richie B, is just a reflection of our past on what we want to do. And Josh is an artist that he's motivated, you know? And we was like, okay, and I acting want to see poor people be taken care of. And we're like, okay, how are we going to put this thing together? And then you got Ritical, who's a St. Thomas youth. We knew him from Mojo know Ritical from he's like 2 years old. I grew up in Irie Castle, and we are like, yo, it's time for us to really bring this thing together. And headline from Page is like, okay, let's talk about the things that's really going on. Instead of talk about people panty and all them thing there and who would do this and what kind of, let's talk about the real issues.
Yeah. This one bounces, feels, smells, everything. Hit is written all over it, if you ask me.
That's a hit.
Trust me. Thank you, Mojo. Thank you, Grams. Thank you, DJ Roy.
It's a pleasure.
As always, man, time flies, Richie, man.
Yeah, it does. Have a great weekend.
All right.
I hope to
Keep
talk.
it locked, New York.
I hope to talk to you. I hope to talk to you from the Middle East next. All right.
Yeah. Mojo.
Take care. Yeah, that was a good vibe, wasn't it?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Man,
nice to see such a group like that, well accomplished reggae group, teaming up with some of the younger entertainers and doing a good job.
Yes, and that contributes to their longevity.
Exactly.
And I respect that.
Exactly. During the interview a while ago, you might have heard Mojo Morgan. I think he was trying to make a point, but he referenced Buju Banton in that particular interview, and the statement that he made is obviously being refuted by connections of Buju Banton who were listening to the program, and they basically says, hey Richie, just to make it clear, Buju Banton did not actually release a song every week for even in the early stages of his career. Okay. So just to clear make the facts known.
Yeah.
We won't say who from Buju Banton's camp would have heard and mentioned it, but they messaged us a while ago and said, well, it's not necessarily the nicest thing to say, but the fact is Buju did not actually release that many songs. You know what I mean? So ain't nothing wrong with that. And we thank you for putting that fact forward, sir.
For real.
And big respects to Gargamel anyway there.
Straight.
It's now 10:53 a.m. Can you tell why Jojo is so far away and it's almost time to wrap this darn thing up?
She just love direct traffic. Just round that direct traffic. Yeah, that's a low and hand signal.
Traffic. All right. I think what really happened is, during the global connection, I think she was directing. She was doing so much directing. Are your hands hurting?
I'm fine.
Real star.
When she does this and it's not happening, and she goes two hands doing this, and she stands and says, "Hey, do we give you all that much trouble?"
Yes. It wouldn't give me trouble, but it's a part of the job.
It's good fun. It's good fun. So I'm going to be out of here for a few days, and you'll be having some company, I suspect, too.
Yes.
Yeah. And we know that everything will be all right.
Of course.
It's your first week with us. How has it been, Shellz?
Everything I expected and more, and that's a good thing. It's a good thing.
Great. Jody.
It's been a good vibe, man.
Yeah,
good vibe.
yeah.
We'll be in here a little bit more. Just that I work on the back and forth thing.
We know how it
but
is.
me debut. You
Yes.
didn't hear me debut.
Totally understand. Thank you, Richie Rainford, Jeff Brown. I saw Sir Jay earlier. Big respects. And, of course, big respects, DJ Audley.
On the rock.
Oh, I think he really meant on the rocks. Because I did promise him a drink, you know. So he's trying to give me a little hint.
Yeah, smooth.
We had Dr. Melody Ennis today, Director of Family Health Services in the Ministry of Health and Wellness for Let's Talk Vax. We had our News 360, G-whizz, and of course Morgan Heritage, represented by Gramps and Mojo in the Global Connection. Great vibes all in all. Thank you very much for listening here in Jamaica and around the world. Is that Roddy G over there? Hey, what's up, Roddy? You all right?
DJ Roddy, my G.
Yeah, he's in the building and he'll be on in a short while from now. We are blessed and we're thankful.
Yes, we
and
are.
Grateful for the support that we get. Definitely so. Focus on the positives and be grateful. Take those words with you. Next time you catch up with me, God willing, I'll be from Dubai live sometime during next week early. Take care and all the best. Have a good weekend, everybody.
Give thanks out there.
Richie B, the party master, on Up and Go, The Bridge, 99 FM.